All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are talking Chicago Bears rookie left tackle Ozzy Trapilo. Trapilo got his first career start against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he locked down the Steelers defense. Great debut for Trapilo and a massive Bears win. We'll break down everything he did so well. As always, in the comment section below, give us any feedback you might have. If you're a fan of these film reviews and want to help support us, consider becoming a member of our channel. It's a big help to us. There's a link in the description box below that will take you right there. But without further ado, let's jump right into the film. All right, let's open up with some pass protection. There's Trapilo right there, of course, at left tackle for the Chicago Bears. So we're going to have the running back DeAndre Swift lined up in kind of an H-back off-ball alignment here to help chip on the edge rusher on the left side there. Herbig for Pittsburgh, who's a really good edge rusher. In terms of the protection call, the play side is going to be the offensive left, which means Trapilo is going to the gap to his left guard going to the gap to his left, and center working to his left as well. On the backside, man-on-man, 65 man-on-man, and Darnell Wright over here man-on-man. Trapilo essentially, even though he's taking the gap to his left, is basically going to be responsible for Herbig by himself. He does a great job. Let's check it out. All right, there's a snap. Protection is good. Steps up into the pocket. High throw, nearly intercepted. Little inaccurate there for number 18. All right, let's break this down. Trapilo right here, good pass set. Patient. Runs around the hump. Finishes him in the dirt. Nicely done. I don't like the fact he misses and has his hands to the head right there. That's not great. Could have been a penalty. It's not called. Take the break there, of course, if you're Trapilo. But otherwise, outstanding. Not a lot of chip help from number 4, but I'm okay with that, right? If you're not going to do a really heavy chip, just get by him. Otherwise, you're kind of a distraction, and that's exactly what happens here. And Trapilo, in this instance, is more than capable of handling Herbig, who, again, is a very good pass rusher for the Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of teams were reportedly calling about Herbig, who were looking for pass rush help at the trade deadline, because he's really good in these situations, but you wouldn't know it because right here, the rookie left tackle handles them with ease. All right, from the wide copy, get a really good look at Trapilo right here. Patient, runs him around the hump, puts him in the dirt. Nicely done. Love the finish too. Caves down the entire side on the defensive end. That's what they teach you to do. When these guys try and dip and go low and turn the corner on you, just put your entire weight, put all 300 plus pounds right into the back and the shoulder of these edge rushers and put them in the turf. That's awesome. Good finish right here from Trapilo. But I love the patience. Watch this. Still not engaging. Barely engaging right there just to run around the hump. If you're a big, strong tackle, which Trapilo obviously is, you don't need to be aggressive. Maintain your base, and then finish the block right there. Don't overextend. Don't put yourself in a bad position. Really good job technically right here by Trapilo. All right, sticking with pass protection, there's Ozzy Trapilo, of course, right there at left tackle. You can see the pass rusher for the Pittsburgh Steelers lined up all the way to the left, outside, close to Loveland, the tight end right here. And on previous play, number 4, the running back lined up to give some chip help. Now we're going to get some of that right here with the tight end. But Trapilo does a good job. Again, his patience and waiting for the edge rusher to come to him allows him to hang in here and help out on this rusher before he picks up Herbig coming to him. Really smart, savvy play from the rookie. Let's check it out. There's a snap. He's got time. All kinds of time. Short throw. Minimal gain. All right, let's break down Trapilo here at left tackle, having a really nice game. So he gets into his kick step there, right? He sees how far away Herbig is. You can see Colson Loveland on the left side of your screen right there, trying to chip, trying to help a little bit. Comes off on Herbig, runs him around the hoop. Nicely done. But I love the fact that Trapilo hangs in here to help out his left guard. Hangs out, helps out the left guard, helping out, and at the very last second comes off. This is just really good pass protection, creating that pocket. Look at this pocket. I mean, this is textbook right here. Quarterback could have stepped up if he wanted to, could have escaped up the field. He decided to go short with the check down, which is fine. Listen, if you're in a rhythm, if you're feeling it, hit the check down. Nothing wrong with that at all. Look at Trapilo right here in this situation, though. Again, gets the right arm up, waiting for his buddy, helps his buddy out, and at the last second, picks up Herbig. And again, patient the entire time. It's almost like he doesn't even need to contact Herbig because Herbig just runs himself around the loop because of how Trapilo plays, and that's ideal left tackle play. I was always taught by my coaches in college in certain situations, if these speed rushers want to run around the hump, you don't even need to touch them. Obviously, you try and touch them just to make sure they run around the hump. Of course, you don't let them go untouched. But if you do your job and move your feet like Trapilo does here, you don't even need to shove them, as we can see with 51 being ran around the hump. All right, from the wide copy, you can see Trapilo right there in the middle of your screen. Really nicely done. Stays home, patient. Last second comes off and runs 51 around. It's just really good, guys. For a rookie left tackle, he is so savvy. It looks so comfortable to him. That's one of the things that really stood out to me when I watched Trapilo's film. In a tough matchup, in a big game against a good defense, a talented defense, an experienced defense, Trapilo was calm. He was cool. He was collected. He looked like he'd been here before, like he had literally played 100 snaps, or 100 games, I should say, at left tackle, instead of it being his first game at left tackle starting for the Chicago Bears. Calm, cool, collected. Nice job here by 75. All right, on the very first play of this film review, there was some running back help here for Trapilo. On the very next play, there was Colston Loveland help for Trapilo. This time, there's going to be no help for Trapilo. He's going to be one-on-one right here on an island against this edge rusher. This is a situation where the Bears, they like their matchup because they got Colston Loveland running a post, and it's going to be a touchdown. But you need protection, you need time, and number 75 matched up against number 51 wins again, this time with no help. Let's check it out. There's a snap. Quarterback has time, fires a strike. Touchdown, Bears. All right, let's break down Trapilo here at left tackle. Good kick slide. Locks him down. That's just really good. 75, he's got it figured out. Again, doesn't rush, isn't too excited. Maybe aggressive, maybe a skosh initially with this kick slide, but then get some depth in the follow-on steps. You can see Herbig gets his inside hand in first, but you can see right there Trapilo regains his base, gets his arms on Herbig and squares him up. Offensive line play is about moving your feet, always moving your feet. And you can look at Trapilo and say, he's always moving his feet. For being such a big, tall, strong guy, he moves his feet and keeps a good base extremely well. You can just watch his feet. Don't look at anything else, guys. Just watch his feet and his base. Always there, base, chopping. Really good footwork right here. And it's one of the many reasons why he locked down the Steelers' edge rushers. All right, from the wide copy, you see Herbig right there at left tackle. Just locks him down, makes it look easy. Again, this is a rookie making his first start, guys. You talk about an impressive debut. Oh, boy. Steelers fans came into this game thinking they were going to dominate this matchup. They thought Herbig was going to get 2 or 3 sacks. They were thinking this is going to be a big win for us, big day for 51. And Trapilo just locked him down like he was nothing. And this is, again, a good pass rusher. Look at his base. Look at his footwork. So calm, so cool. You look at him compared to Darnell Wright. Darnell Wright's a really good player playing at a high level. They look very similar. That's coaching too, by the way. Give the Bears offensive coaching staff, led of course by Ben Johnson, credit for their coaching development and preparation. But let's give credit to Trapilo. It's a player's game, and he stepped up in a big way. All right, on the first play of this film review, we had running back help for Trapilo. On the next play, we had 1 tight end help. And on the very next play, we had nobody over here. And now on the fourth play, we've got 2 tight ends over here and a lot of green grass for Trapilo to cover. He's going to be, once again, one-on-one on Herbig in a pass rush situation. Herbig's going to go inside and kind of maneuver around the tight ends as Trapilo gets into his pass set. But no matter what the situation, no matter the circumstance, no matter the formation, personnel, Trapilo wins this game. Guys, he just won in dominating fashion. Let's check it out. There's a snap. Time, fires a strike, big play down the middle of the field, nicely done. All right, let's look at Trapilo, guys. Look at all this green grass he has to cover, but he's patient. You can see Herbig right there. By the time he navigates between the tight ends and he gets to 75, he tries to juke around. Trapilo's like, I'll just run you around the hoop. That's so easy, guys. I mean, I say it's so easy. It looks so easy. It's one of those things. I played college tackle, and I was never nearly anywhere remotely close to this good, so patient. I would always tell myself to slow it down. It's easy. That's why when I say the word it's easy, it reminds me of my playing days trying to remind myself, just take it easy. And that's exactly what Trapilo is doing. Just calm, keeps his base, keeps his feet moving, runs the edge rusher around. Just really good protection. Look at this pocket. Look at this pocket, guys. Caleb Williams had a lot of protection issues last season, of course. They made a lot of great additions on the interior O-line. Darnell Wright's having a great season. How about Trapilo, the rookie, stepping up in a big moment? Again, locking down a very good pass rusher. Extraordinary game. Extraordinary draft pick for the Chicago Bears. All right, from the wide copy, you see Trapilo at the bottom of your screen right there. Runs him around the hump. I guarantee you I probably sound like a broken record, but boy, he's just so calm, cool, deliberate. Watch as he gets into his kick slide. Every single play is exactly the same. Has his hands in the same spot, has his feet in the same spot. You see his feet, chop, maintains his base, and at the last second, runs the edge rusher around the hump, just like we see here. Every play is so consistent. This guy's like a polished 10-year pro, and he's a rookie. Again, credit to the coaching staff, of course, both in college and in the NFL when it comes to the Bears and Trapilo, but credit to the rookie as well. He looks so good. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't get an opportunity before this. Obviously, he's been getting some snaps as a heavy tackle, but if you look at what he did against the Pittsburgh Steelers as a left tackle, it looked really good. And I don't mean really good for a rookie. I mean just really good at all. And no matter what the experience, phenomenal day, phenomenal rep for number 75. All right, I wanted this film review to focus on pass protection exclusively, but I just couldn't help myself. I want to get some running game in there. And you can see Trapilo, of course, at left tackle. He's going to base number 94 YA black lineup in a 4-eye technique. It's going to be a downhill concept for the Bears. We're going to get a base out here, Base here, we're going to get a double team right here, working up to the next level. Fullback, which is an offensive lineman, is going to try and insert for number 6. Trapilo basing number 94. And 94, YA Black, he's going to work inside, and the guard acting as the fullback gets on YA Black briefly before he tries to work through. But it's basically a one-on-one block right here, number 75 on 94, rookie on rookie action, and Trapilo blows him off the football. Let's check it out. There's a snap. There's the handoff. Nice bounce. Really good run. Kyle Manungai, another rookie, another young player. Good to see him. Look at Trapilo, though, guys, at left tackle. Square him up, runs his feet, little help from the fullback, and just walks him back. Blows him off the football. Look where the rest of the defensive linemen are and the linebackers. 94 is a run stuffer. That's what he does for the Steelers. He is behind every defensive line, every linebacker. It's almost at the safety level by the time it's all said and done. Trapilo, obviously known as a pass blocker, but here he gets on 94 and moves him off the freaking football. I love to see it. You know, it's one of those things because he's so big and strong, it just never looks so impressive. But he's moving his feet and just playing with a great leverage. He's so long that he can lift really strong players. Look at 94 get lifted right here. Watch this. Lifted back and thrown back. Nice job here by Trapilo. Helps open up a huge hole. Look at this dent in the defense. They get movement, get up to the next level. Good cut there. Great job across the board. All right, from the wide copy, get a really good look at Trapilo right there. Watch the movement he gets. Gets on YA Black. Little help from the fullback offensive line, but keeps walking him back, keeps walking him back. Guys, look at this movement. Let's go back to the very beginning here. Line of scrimmage, where is it? The 38-yard line, we'll say, of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Contact is made again. Yeah, 38-yard line. Where does YA Black, the Steeler, end up by the time he gets driven back completely? The 30. We're talking 8 yards of movement on a base block with a little bit of help from the fullback working through right here. Guys, this is special stuff from Trapilo. And he is primarily a pass protector, and he's a darn good one, as we've shown in this film review. If he can get run blocking consistently like this, the Bears have something special. I honestly think they do. The way he played against Pittsburgh really opened my eyes. I thought he had a lot of potential. We saw it come to light against the Steelers in terms of pass blocking, but his run blocking with plays like this has a chance to be really good too. All right, let's go back to some pass protection. There's Trapilo, of course, at left tackle for the Chicago Bears. We've shown plays where the running back's out here chipping. Shown plays where the tight end is out here in a two-point stance chipping like he's a wide receiver. We've shown plays where there's 2 tight ends. Shown plays where there's nobody out here. And now we got this weird formation where 1 tight end is out there but really wide. We've seen it normally. There's another tight end here, but the Bears really like to widen out the edge rushers in this situation. Interesting challenge here for Trapilo because there's a lot of green grass to cover. Again, one-on-one pass rush situation. He gets it done yet again. Let's check it out. There's a snap. One-on-one. Good protection. Fires a strike. Nice little play. Good finish. Good effort. All right, let's break down what Trapilo did all the way back to the beginning. It'll look very similar to what we've seen all game long. Good feet, good hands, around the hump. It's just so consistent. And that's why I'm showing all of these plays, because they all look exactly the same. Like literally the entire game looked exactly the same. But I'm highlighting all the different looks. He's got a wide pass rusher here with the tight end split out, the 2 tight ends, no help, running back help. It all looked exactly the same to Trapilo. Every single play in these situations, it looked like just on loop, just repeat. Patient pass sent, run the edge rusher around the hump, win for the Bears offense. That's what we saw all Sunday long. This was special from Trapilo. I don't know if this was just the game of his life and his first career start. I kind of doubt it because everything about this style of play is repeatable. Good base, good footwork, patience, all of that is everything you want in an edge rusher. Times up the push at the very end perfectly to get him past the quarterback. Again, really good by 75. All right, from the wide copy, you can see Trapilo right there at the bottom of your screen against number 51. A lot of green grass to cover, no problem, runs around the hump. This was the entire game. Again, whether 51 was tight, whether 51 was tight with the running back, 51 tight with the tight end, or 51 wide with 2 tight ends, or now 51 wide with 1 tight end, it doesn't matter. It all looks the same. Patient pass set, run around the hump, quarterback strikes downfield. This is it. This is the left tackle play in the NFL, guys. This is as good as it gets in terms of pass protection. I'm running out of superlatives because I want people watching this video to understand how shocked I was looking at Trapilo's film. I did not start looking at film after Sunday's games thinking Trapilo would have been a star player. I thought he maybe just survived and escaped, right? Which is not bad for a rookie, but for him to play this well, to be this consistent, snap in and snap out, no matter the personnel package, no matter the formation, that's special stuff, just like we see right here. Now let's hear from the sponsor of today's video. I wanted to take a minute today to talk about something that's important to me, and I know it's important to a lot of you guys as well, and that's having a great website or application with all the data you need, whether you're a fan, whether you're creating a YouTube show, whether you're into gambling. Having that website or application with phenomenal data at your fingertips is critical, and that's why we're excited to work with our sponsor today, and that is Outlier. Outlier is a great tool to give you all the numbers you need, whether you're trying to get in on the action or just get a deep dive into the upcoming matchups. So today we're talking Jordan Love right here in front of you. He's got a big game at home against the Minnesota Vikings coming up. So let's filter only on home games right there. Let me double click it. There it is. You can see his home game performance. If I hit reset all, it filters back to his normal last 10 game performance, regardless whether they're home or away. But let's factor in the fact that Tucker Kraft, the tight end, a really good tight end for the Packers, is out for the year. Let's go and select him, click filter without him, and let's see how he's doing there. Again, 2 games without Tucker Kraft, Philadelphia and at the New York Giants. And if we filter on home games right there, we get just the most recent performance against the Philadelphia Eagles. Outlier has a lot of great tools. I love the filters. They allow you to break down everything, and it's really easy to use. A lot of clicking and just really easy manipulation makes it very simple. Whether you're using their website or their app, highly recommend you use Outlier for the source for all your information. Make sure you use our code SMI7 for a free 7-day trial. There's a link in the description box below. Make sure you check it out today. All right, let's end on another pass protection just to end on something good. There's Trapilo right there, of course, at left tackle. You can see they got the wide tight end once again with the wide edge rusher. For this play, they've got the play side of the protection, which is these 3 guys on this situation. They're all going to take the gap to the left. So Trapilo's going to take this gap, left guard taking this gap, and the center's going to take this gap right here. But in all reality, it ends up just being one-on-one Trapilo again on 51, and he handles it perfectly, locks him down once again. Again, 51, he's a really good pass rusher. Wouldn't know it based on the results of Sunday's competition. Trapilo is that good, was that good. His future is that bright. Let's check it out. There's a snap. All day to throw. Broken up. Nearly intercepted, right? It's one of those things, right, where you can do a great job pass protection, and of course you have receivers have to get open, quarterback has to get a good read. It's sort of the curse of playing offensive line, right? It's even the plays where you do great, your highlight plays may not be offensive highlight plays. But let's look at Trapilo. Is this going to surprise you? Patient, locks him down, runs him around the hump. This is what he does, guys. Snap in and snap out. As a run blocker, he was pretty inconsistent against the Steelers, although we had a couple really good plays. We highlighted the best one when he blew Y.A. Black, number 94 for Pittsburgh, off the football 8 yards. But as a pass protector, the most consistent offensive tackle I've seen. Not consistent rookie offensive tackle, but consistent offensive tackle, period, I've seen the entire season. Every single play, the exact same. Kick slide, exact same. Footwork, exact same. Base, exact same. Strategy, exact same. Consistency was off the charts from Trapilo, and I think his potential is off the charts. Phenomenal debut for the young left tackle.